Here another video from Meenan Transmissions, 2 locations, one in Old Grove, one in Lansdale. We reach at MeenanTransmissions.com. Transmission we're talking about today is actually out of a Mercury Mountaineer. It's 5R55 transmission. This vehicle came in with delayed engagements, also had a gear ratio code for 3rd gear. So once we got the transmission out, it was pretty obvious that the transmission had been done in the past. One of the problematic areas in these transmissions is the forward clutch. Okay, here are the forward clutches. This may have been what was slipping, causing the delayed engagement. So upon disassembly, we inspected. This is the piston that came out, and the piston that came out, if you look there, about 77 thousandths. Okay, so we've done some measuring of some of the aftermarket pistons that are available. Here's another one at 77. Here's one that's 81. This is the factory Ford piston, and it's 94 thousandths thick. In fact, if you look, you can see the little Ford logo there. Unit had a broken servo. Whoever rebuilt it in the past did one of the upgrades that's critical and installed servo bushings in the case, which is definitely advantageous. These bores become sloppy, and that can accelerate the wear of the band because the servos are fed through the pin. Application pressure comes out the back side, and that's what actually brings the servo in and out. These are also aftermarket components. Could be contributing factor to why they failed. Over here, here's the rest of the unit. Gear train components look to be okay. Overdrive planets look like the washers are intact. A lot of times they need to be replaced because the washers on the pinions are compromised and thin to a point where there's excessive end thrust. Going to put an overdrive sprag in it. Also going to incorporate a Transco Recal Update package that addresses some inherent problems, including that 733 code. That is also going to have some issues with reverse, missing gears, codes, and also look there, it says EPC limits. So this will help to make sure that we don't have out of control line pressure that can damage parts. In addition, we have an upgraded snap ring that goes in the forward hub. Okay, this forward hub, this snap ring here has a tendency of failing. When it does, it allows this ring gear to move, and when it does, it winds up machining its way through this sun shell. So in order to prevent that, we put an upgraded snap ring, a little bit tougher, a little bit thicker, a little bit better material that prevents that failure. So besides the normal rebuilding items, have some upgraded components, and obviously we're going to use the proper piston so we don't have that piston deflection that can happen, and ultimately have a transmission that's more reliable than the factory unit and also less expensive than the factory reman.